Ansible. Ansible uses the Jinja 2 templating engine, and templates are just a way for you to uh, build more standards around your configurations and make it so that you can use a template to along with some configuration files to configure services in Ansible. So like roles, like conditionals and templates, which might be part of a Jinja 2 template, then these are just ways to standardize your configurations and take some of the the variables in the configuration options out of the playbooks and put them someplace where they can be used more consistently across different servers that you're configuring. So templates, Ansible uses Jinja 2. And there's a whole bunch of template modules out there that allow you to do things like replace variables that might exist in a playbook or in a inventory file. We can put loops and conditionals in our templates. We can do lots of different things. Jinja 2 is used in a lot of different tools, and so learning about Jinja 2 templates is probably not a bad idea, not just for Ansible, but for other things. So the basics that we have out there, just we've got statements, we've got expressions, we've got comments, we've got standard formats that we use for standard things. We've got a way to declare variables. We've got filters that we can use. There's a lot to templates. We're not going to cover that much of it here, but I just wanted to let you know that these things exist out there, and you're probably going to see them in some of the playbooks and things and roles that you see on GitHub and other places. So we're going to work through an example just so that you can see how these templates might work. Our template has we have two templates that we're going to use when we're configuring some servers. One of them relates to an NTP server, and along with that NTP server, we're using a variable in there where it says server NTP server. That would be a variable that it would pick up someplace else, probably in the inventory file. And then we've got an include file. We've got some keys that we're using in there. And then we're restricting who can access this stuff and a few other things. But this is just an example of a J2, Jinja 2 template. And this is the part that might relate to NTP. Now, this part, my.conf.j2, could relate to things relating to MySQL databases. So in this template, we're saying that our data directory is going to be /var/live/MySQL. We've got sockets configured in here, and we're configuring a user. Whenever you set up a MySQL server, you have to have a user in there, and so this one we're just calling MySQL. And then we're disabling symbolic links and a couple other things. We're setting up a port that's using a variable to configure that port. And then we're setting up a few log files and things too. So here's another Jinja 2 template. And then using those two templates, we could do things like configure the NTP file. And in this case, we're using the template module, and our source is ntp.conf.j2, which is our Jinja 2 template, and our destination etcntp.conf, and then notify restart NTP. So if we change the destination file ntp.conf, then we're going to restart NTP. Remember, that's how our notify commands work. So if something changed, then we're going to restart it. And then at the bottom of this, we've got our MariaDB, and we're using our my.conf.j2 to configure our MariaDB database server. And once again, if there's a change, we're going to restart the MariaDB. Okay.